every error and will run the application successfully. Okay, so now I am within this home fragment. First of all, let me remove this unnecessary things from here so that the coding can be easily done, and these red lines also should be removed from here and from here also. Okay, so remove them just like that. And now what next is possible, let me see. First of all, we have to make something like here private, then we have context, so get that context, and again after the context we should have the view pager. So view pager is there, and then make it like this. Okay, again we have a linear layout also, so we have to make that thing here, and then we have an array list of integers. Alt plus enter to import this. It is for that of a list, and why it is in integers, it is because this contains images, okay, from the drawable. So now the counter and then the timer. And why it is a timer array list is there, it's just for the text that offers, that appears in form of images banner. Okay, so for that it is being done. Okay, almost done, everything is good to go. What next is possible from here, let me see. And like that we have a different thing, like we have to call this init view. Okay, so I'm calling it, and then we have to implement this. Okay, so before that we have to make some XML thing also to map. So let me create them, and let me split it. It is possible, let me check it out. Okay, again we have this, and what else is like remove this text view. I have removed it, and we have to put out an scroll view instead of that. Okay, so for an scroll view we have an option like to make scroll bar vertical or horizontal, so we have choose it like vertical. Again next thing is like layout width and height. So width and height is match parent and wrap content. Orientation is vertical. Okay, so this linear layout is open, and within this linear layout we have to do the further coding part, like we have to add text view here, and the text view should have the layout width and height as match parent and wrap content. Then we have the margin bottom, which is 8 dp, and margin from the start is 10 dp, and the text is send money. Okay, now then we have to give the text color, and the text color is black. Again the text size or textile is there, so textile should be bold for it. Okay, so this text view is completed. Now we have to add a linear layout here, and for that linear layout we have to give this width and height as match parent and wrap content. Also the orientation is horizontal. Then the layout weight sum is 4. Okay, now what next to be done is to open this linear layout, and within this linear layout we have to give like its weight sum only, not that. Okay, so make it correct. Again, we need an nested linear layout with width as 0 dp, and then the battery is low, so I have to connect the charger right now. Okay, connected it. Wait, okay, so layout height is wrap content and the weight is 1. Orientation is vertical for this. Okay, and the previous linear layout orientation is horizontal. Okay, now next what I have to do here, I have to give image view. Sorry, it's image view only, so that again wrong choice. The first one, yeah, image view, and then we have to give like width and height as 40 dp and 40 dp. Okay, then the gravity is center horizontal. Okay, margin from the start, not like margin only. Okay, so the margin is 5 dp. Then we have padding here, padding is of 10 dp. Okay, and again what is this, like background. Okay, so background is of our home, so here you can see that. Okay, then we have a source image icon, so the icon is to contact. Okay, so here in the right side of the screen you can see that it's looking awesome. Okay, now after this, first of all let me fit it out. If it is able to fit on the screen, then you will be able to see this particular view. Okay, so this is almost done. Yeah, done. And now we need a text view here to tell what does this image view is for. So we have to give the margin, and the margin is 5 dp, and then we have a gravity, center horizontal. Then we have to give the text here, the text is to contact. Okay, again text color is black, and this text view is completed. Okay, so this linear layout that we have to make various copies for it, so we just have to copy this out. Okay, so don't need to code this. Okay, just expand it or hide this, it doesn't matter, just copy this code, and then we gonna paste it here. Control V, control. Okay, then you have to change this icons and all these things to account, and then here we have to change this text view, text to account. Okay, again we have to make it, so I pasted it again, and here you have to change it again, so change it to self, and then to self again you have to paste it, control V, then change it again. So change it within this source, like split will, and here you have to remove this text and split will instead of that. Okay, no issues, that part is done awesomely. Then remove this extra space that we got between the closing of the linear layouts. Okay, now this part is done, and let me scroll it, like, just see, I have to copy it, okay, and paste it again, the whole thing. Okay, so paste the whole thing. As you can see, I've just first of all I've unexpand this, and then now I will be expanding it. So the whole thing I have copied again, and then what I gonna do next is to change this, like balance. Okay, I have made wrong thing, wrong move. Okay, so to go within that first one, like this, yeah, here, so check balance, and here we have to give like text check bank balance. Okay, and it is appearing to be odd, so we have to align this within the center. So what next we can do, let me see. Yeah, so just text alignment we have and make it center, everything will be okay. Yeah, so for now, yeah, we have this account, and we have to change its source, so make it like wallet top up, and then we have to change the text also. So I'm changing the text here, and now it's like wallet only, but it is also appearing in the leftmost side. We have to make it within that center. So for center we have an awesome line called text alignment, and we just have to set it to center. Okay, so now first we will change all the things, then we'll be doing that. Okay, so change the drawable reminder, and then here we have text add reminder. Okay, again we have the split view, split wheels we have, so change it to request money, and then we'll be making change here to request money. Okay, no issues. Now we have this text alignment center, then copy this line, Control C, and just copy this within the all text views that we have. Just paste it here, Control V. Okay, then go to another text view, paste it here. Okay, go to another text view above, so just find the text view and paste this line. Okay, we have already pasted it here, don't need to. Now expand that earlier one, just click on that. Okay, now we have the text views, just paste this line to align the text of the text view to the center. Okay, doing the same for the all text views that we got till now. Okay, this text view, again we gonna get this text view, and it's almost done. Now you can see that it's looking awesome. I'm just scrolling it down, and now we have to add few more things. So first of all, let me remove this extra space from here, and then I gonna start work over there. Okay, so after closing of 3 linear layouts, we have to start a view here. Okay, so it should be like width and height should be 8 dp. Again we have a background of gray, and then close it like this. Okay, we have a relative layout here. So what does this relative layout will do? Just to give its width and height as this, and have to give the ID for this particular relative layout, and I'm giving that right now, right away. Okay, again, like view pager home or the offer kind of thing, we are using this. I hope it will work. And then we have to open a view pager here. Okay, so view pager, then match parent and wrap content, and I have to give the ID for this. And now giving the ID successfully. Again, we need a linear layout with width and height as match parent, also to give the ID for this particular linear layout as this ln points home. Okay, now it should be below that view pager home. Okay, so this linear layout will be placed below that particular layout having that ID. Now the margin from the top 30 dp and gravity is given with XOR. Orientation is horizontal for this linear layout. And now let me see what else we need. Come back here again. So remove this extra space from here, and after the closing of the relative layout, you have to add view here, and that view should have a width like match parent and height like 8 dp. Okay, then we have the background grade 300, sorry. Then text view is there, so giving the text view. Again, the margin from the bottom, that is margin bottom, and now the margin from the start 10 dp for this text view. And again, we have margin from the top side is 8 dp, and then here we have to give some text for this text view. So I'm giving the text as recharge and bills. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is to align this text to center, and then we gonna style this with bold. Finally this is finished. Again, we have to take a linear layout with properties like width and height, match and wrap. Again, the ID should be given for this like mobile underscore recharge underscore ln. Okay, and then we have a margin that should be 10 dp, then orientation should be vertical, and this linear layout is opened. And within this linear layout, what we have to do here is to give another linear layout. Okay, so let me give the orientation for it. So it should be like horizontal, and the weight sum is 4. Okay, so open this, but we have wrongly taken this. It should be linear layout. Let me correct it. Okay, fine. Now we have to give the values for this we have to give the views for this linear layout. So the first view should be inner linear layout. Okay, so inner linear layout, the width should be 0 dp and height wrap content, and here we have to give the id for this linear layout, and the id is mobile_ln. Okay, few more properties for this linear layout, such as layout weight, which is taken as 1. Then orientation, we have orientation is vertical. And now what we have is the image view here, and within the image view we have width like match parent, and height is 30 dp. Okay, and the margin is taken as 5 dp. Again we have source, then source is taken IC mobile green icon. Okay, this image view is completed. Now we have to add few more things. Let me try to add them. Okay, no issues. Right now let me make a text view here, and within the text view we have to take such properties, and then we have margin 5 dp, we have gravity as center horizontal, and then again we have the text for this. So the text is mobile only, then text alignment should be center. Okay, and then we have the text color is taken as black. Okay, so this is almost done, but it is not visible to this right side of the screen. There must be some issue which gonna be resolved. Let me see first of all. Okay, so I'm checking the width and height. If the issue arises from this, then that can be solved, but I don't think so that the issue is because of this. Okay, either we have missed some linear layout or something like that. Let me check and correct them. If it is it can be balanced from this side, and it gonna be okay and perfectly fine. Otherwise we have to move further, and then we're gonna refactor this from the beginning to end. Okay, so this is a fragment home, and various things are left out right now to be added. So let me try to add those things. Okay, but as we have these things, so we can make a copy of this. So I just unexpand this, and let me copy the whole linear layout. Okay, then I gonna paste it. Okay, so as you can see that expanding it to this side. Again here we have to paste it, Control V, and now let me expand this also. Okay, so what I gonna do is to change these IDs right now. So I just change the IDs like electricity, then the same thing as the icon will be changed. So doing the same right now as we have did it earlier also. Then we have to change the text also, like to electricity. Okay, so this linear layout I have to make another copy also. So just Control V again, paste it again. Okay, and then we have to change again the ID. So I'll be changing the ID cards, and here we have to give the different icon or the source for the image view, you can say. And then we have to change the text for this text view. Okay, no issues. Then again Control V, paste it again, change it again the ID. So let me change it to broadband. Okay, then we have to change this icon also. So I'm gonna change this router, and then we have broadband. Okay, no issues. Again control V, paste it again. We have to change it. So let me try to change its ID. Okay, let me see what's the issue. If any issue persists, then we can resolve that. Let me remove this. Okay, I have removed that pasted linear layout. Now we have to make another linear layout here with match parent, wrap content, and here we have to give few more properties for this, like horizontal orientation, and then we have weight sum for, and within this linear layout we have to paste it out. Okay, so now I have pasted it. Again we have to give the ID, change the ID here, and then the drawable is also changed. Also I gonna show you the whole code after the end of this particular XML. Then you can pause the video and correct the code line by line. Okay, so don't worry if you have messed up at anywhere. Again paste it, control V, and then we have to change it again. So I gonna change it again, change the ID. So I'm changing it to water, and then linear layout we have to change it to water green, and here give the name as water. Okay, again what we gonna do is to like that remove this extra space from here. Okay, so I'm removing the extra space so that the screen is empty and write the code that can be visible to you. Okay, no issues. And now we have to add few more views, and for that let me check it out what else can be possible here. I have closed all the linear layouts, no error yet, only warnings are there. That's not a cause to worry. Okay, so here I'm gonna add a view with the match parent and 8 dp as height. Again the background is gray, 300. So view is given, and now we have to add a text view here with the width like match parent and wrap content. Then we have to add the margin from the bottom is taken as 8 dp, and margin from the start is taken as 10 dp. Okay, then we have margin from the top side, and we have to give it like that, and we have to like text color is black. Now we have to enter the text. So text is like buy on phone pay. Okay, then we have text style should be bold, and this text view is completed. Again we have to give a linear layout here, and that linear layout should have width and height as match parent, wrap content. We have to give the ID like more options linear layout. Okay, no issues. Now what I gonna do is, let me see, like margin we have to give like 10 dp here, and orientation should be vertical for this. And now within this linear layout, what I gonna do next is to give, let me see, yeah, so to give the linear layout here, and with properties match parent and wrap content, orientation is horizontal. We have the weight sum is taken as 4. Okay, so now we have to make another linear layout within this linear layout. This is inner linear layout with width 0 dp and height is taken as wrap content, weight is taken as 1, orientation is vertical. Okay, now within this linear layout we have to add image view here. So I'm adding the image view with the match parent and 30 dp margin is taken as 5 dp. Then the source, we have to add the source here. So source is taken as like IC gift card green, and then we have the text view with width and height, match parent and wrap content. Okay, now we have the gravity, center, horizontal here, and then we have the text as gift cards. Okay, then text color is taken as black, and finally we gonna have that alignment. I think text alignment is be center. Yeah. Okay, so this text view is completed, image view is completed. Now I have to remove this extra space from here. Then I have to copy this part up to line number 464. I have copied it and paste it just here, Control V. Okay, now what I gonna do next is, like, let me see it first of all, and then I have to change this name like rad bus. Okay, so these changes are, you are already familiar. Then we have to remove this extra space, like, and now what I gonna do next is to add a view here. So we have added a view, taking its properties like this. Okay, height is taken as 8dp, background we are giving, and all these things that are appear to be added. Okay, so let me correct these things. You can see this on the right side, something is very up, but I have to correct it, and then I'll showing you the whole code, the refactored code actually. Okay, so what next can be done? Let me check it out. We have this linear layout. Okay, so we have forgot to add a linear layout here, so let me add that linear layout here, and let me give the properties for this linear layout as match parent and wrap content. You can take the help of line number if you have not getting this, like where to add this particular linear layout. Then I have to open this, and then I'll be closing this one, and then this one, and here will be I'll closing the linear layout. Okay, so no issue, no, not that place that we have to close. Let me close it like here, and see, yeah, it worked like a charm. Okay, so now let me see where to add this. Again we have to like close again here. So now, yeah, you have to take up the line number 383 and match up the whole things. And now this is completed, but we are facing few errors. Okay, so let me give some properties for these things. Okay, and we have 5 errors right now, and these errors are because of we have added it wrongly. So remove this closing one. Now you can see that no errors and everything is looking pretty good. Okay, so I'm just scrolling it down, and if you have messed up at anywhere, then now you can correct your code line by line, because this is the refactored code. I'm scrolling it down, and if you have messed up at anywhere, then please pause the video and correct your code. Okay, this is the corrected code. I'm expanding each and every layout so that you can get this thing. Okay, yeah, so this is the end of this XML file, and now I'm doing it again. As in the previous scrolling, something might be left out, but that should not be done at this place right now. Okay, almost done. And now let me go